Welcome to this intense and captivating transformation where resin art meets the raw power and beauty of molten lava as we create a stunning epoxy wall piece inspired by flowing magma. We begin by preparing all the essential materials on a dark workshop table, including a wooden panel base, black epoxy resin, and vibrant pigments in red, orange, and yellow, carefully selected to recreate the fiery tones of molten rock. The pigments are observed in close detail, glowing with rich intensity, before the wooden panel is sanded smooth, with fine dust particles floating gently in the air under cinematic lighting. The surface is then cleaned thoroughly, ensuring a flawless base for the resin application. The black epoxy resin is mixed slowly, forming thick, glossy folds that reflect light dramatically, and is then poured across the panel, spreading into a smooth, mirror-like surface. As the base layer levels naturally, colored resins are prepared separately, swirling red, orange, and yellow pigments into vibrant mixtures that resemble liquid fire. These colors are poured onto the black base in bold streaks, immediately creating strong contrast and the beginnings of a molten effect. Using a heat gun, the resin is pushed and guided across the surface, forming organic flowing lava patterns that twist and branch like real magma streams. Close-up views reveal the dynamic blending of colors, where red melts into orange and yellow, creating depth and movement within the piece. Metallic powders are added delicately, catching the light like glowing embers and enhancing the illusion of heat and energy. A torch is then passed lightly over the surface, removing bubbles while adding warm reflections that intensify the molten appearance. As the resin settles and begins to cure, the surface becomes glassy and smooth, locking in the intricate lava patterns beneath. The panel is lightly sanded to refine the texture, revealing hardened flows that resemble cooled volcanic rock, before a clear top resin layer is applied to add depth and amplify the glossy finish. The clear coat is poured evenly and spread across the surface, with reflections stretching and shifting as the liquid settles, and a final torch pass ensures a flawless, bubble-free finish. Macro shots highlight the deep layered effect, where glowing lava patterns appear suspended beneath a crystal-clear surface. Polishing begins, gradually transforming the panel into a mirror-like artwork, with reflections becoming sharper and more defined with each pass. The edges are sanded and refined, creating clean, precise lines that frame the artwork beautifully. Under a warm spotlight, the lava patterns come alive, glowing with intensity and depth, while extreme close-ups reveal intricate textures that mimic real molten rock. The finished panel is then displayed upright in a studio setting, where dramatic shadows enhance its presence and visual impact. It is placed within a modern interior, where ambient lighting reflects softly across the glossy surface, emphasizing its luxurious and artistic nature. Low-angle cinematic shots glide across the artwork, showcasing the depth, shine, and fluid movement captured within the resin. As light moves across the surface, the illusion of flowing lava becomes even more dynamic, with reflections shifting and metallic accents shimmering like embers beneath the surface. In darker settings, the artwork takes on a more dramatic mood, with subtle glowing tones creating an almost volcanic ambiance. Final polishing touches ensure a pristine, flawless finish, and the camera slowly orbits around the piece, capturing every angle and detail. The final cinematic reveal showcases the lava resin wall art in its full glory, glowing under dramatic lighting, with a rich, molten effect that feels alive and powerful. This creation is more than just wall decor. It is a bold statement piece that embodies energy, movement, and the beauty of controlled chaos, where artistry and material transform into a mesmerizing visual experience. As we take a final moment to fully appreciate the artwork, the molten effect reveals even more depth and complexity under shifting light. The layered pigments create an illusion of movement, as if the lava is still slowly flowing beneath the glossy surface. Subtle variations in color intensity bring the piece to life, with deep reds transitioning into fiery orange and glowing yellow highlights. The metallic powders shimmer like embers trapped in time, catching every beam of light and reflecting it in unpredictable ways. As the camera moves closer, the surface appears almost liquid despite being completely solid, inviting both visual fascination and tactile curiosity. The contrast between the dark base and the luminous lava streams enhances the dramatic impact, making every detail stand out with clarity and intensity. In different light